Good morning and welcome to the Dog and Pony Show. I am Monique Bradley.
Yes, good morning, and I'm Pete Ward.
Welcome. We are from Your Fix Communications, and if you haven't met us before, we are all about helping business owners and entrepreneurs create greater impact in the digital world. And now more than ever, because of what's going on around the world, we know that people are turning to digital technology to either transform their business or transform their lives and transform their relationships by keeping connected using these digital platforms. Today we've got a really big topic, Pete?
Very big topic.
And it's actually something that's really dear to both of our hearts. So first of all, if you're in a position out there and you are really struggling and you've perhaps lost your job, you've been made redundant, you're in a position where you're not sure even if your career that you're in or if the industry you're in is going to survive this challenging time, we send you so much love and empathy, and we really... we want you to know that we understand, and if we can help, that's why we're really doing these podcasts, is to hopefully give you a little bit of help in pivoting or shine a little bit of light on what could be a new direction for you or a little bit of an evolution. And it comes from really a bit of our own experience and also the things that we're doing with people around the world right now. So what do you do if you lose your job? It's a tough topic, Pete.
Big question. It's happened to me before. Industry that I was in, and it came to a screaming halt, like 4 days, and I was out on my ear and looking to go in a new direction. So you can do it. You can go back, reset, and work your way back up again. It's not easy. So I certainly feel for everybody at the moment. I'm reading, newspaper articles about people who, have been let go because they wouldn't take annual leave, so they've been made redundant. And
wow.
And that's your whole life. I mean, suddenly you've got 3 weeks worth of money in the bank and you've got to pay for your kids' food. That's a very scary place to be. So we can only do what we can do to help, and one of the things we can do to help is this podcast, this business podcast, to try and give you some ideas of where to go and say, hey, it's bad, but look for something inside yourself that'll take yourself forward. Really,
absolutely.
That's, at the end of the day, we have ourselves, and sometimes we have each other. So get support.
Get support.
Reach out to us if you need to. So
send us a message if you need a bit of help or direction. This is what we do to help business owners and entrepreneurs reset, pivot, shift into a place where they might be able to look differently at what it is they do, the service they offer, the value they give, and how they can actually use that to help other people to earn revenue, to earn money to support your family. And that's really what today's podcast is about, is trying to shine a light on how you can potentially reframe what it is you do and the value you give. Kevin Blakeman's the first one, and he said, you've certainly been a help for me. Oh, thanks, Kev. Haven't lost my job yet anyway.
Up until now.
Up to now. And good morning, Tracy. But that's so cool. Thanks, Kev.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Kev, you're a great example of what it is to pivot. And this is really what we're going to talk about today. But guys, look for Chef Kevin Blakeman on Facebook and also have a look on YouTube. He's currently creating a whole lot of video content, easy recipes you can create at home while you're in isolation or in lockdown that you can do with your kids as well. The great thing about that is Kevin's a wonderful educator. And this is one of the things we're going to talk about today. For those of you who might be in service, considering taking or packaging up your knowledge and expertise that can be helpful for someone else in some way, shape or form, that's a really great way to start pivoting your business, which you can then look at monetizing in the future. That's something we've done, right, Pete?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's you need to be so we're going to talk about things today, but there's 3 kind of ideas that we have for you today to talk about packaging up your knowledge and turning it virtual. You've got to go virtual in this day and age for quite a while yet. Virtual is where it's at, and everything I'm doing now, I'm now a virtual CTO, which is a Chief Technical Officer for multiple businesses, small and large, depending on the needs of those businesses. So
When you're
basically
talking about technical, what kind of, so were you going to
Yeah,
tell them,
just
what does it
literally-
cover?
I was just literally going to say exactly what that covers. So basically, I come in and consult on the direction that you need in your technical aspects of your business to go, especially to go online, to help you with e-commerce. Should we be doing that? Apps, logistical delivery systems that are digitized, anything to do with your sales process that needs digitized, anything that you need. Should we be buying these particular cameras to go podcasting, or what type of microphones? Anything that I can help you with in a technical consulting role to help out in your business. We've got a couple of businesses that are quite a large scale. We're going to talk about that soon, mentoring businesses, so that we've been helping them, directing them with the technology they need to go from being a face-to-face business to a virtual business. So anything at all that you need, any kind of advice on, you just you get in touch and let us know.
One of the things that's still really big right now and that we are doing a lot of coaching with is with people who are influencers or people who have come from fashion, beauty backgrounds, and really helping them grow their presence, because now more than ever, social media is this wonderful platform. It's our community, it's our friends, it's our whānau, where we can help support each other. And if you are working, say, with a network marketing company, or you're working with businesses or brands that have products that make people's lives better, now is a great time for you to be growing your presence, to be bringing people together, to be supporting each other. Now is your time.
Yep.
And that kind of covers more of my role in the business. So I'm a virtual CCO, which some people see as a chief content officer, some see as a chief communications officer, but it's actually chief commercial officer.
Yep.
And that means that I'm in charge of thinking about the end user, thinking about your ideal client, looking at their needs, and then matching it up what it is you do or the value that you have, and marketing that out to those people to ensure that that exchange happens. I just want to do a shout out for lovely Naz, who's on the stream today. We love you too, by the way. Great to see you as well. And Tracy Lane, lovely to see you on the stream as well. So we've got three key things we're going to cover off today. If this is your first time chatting with us, by the way, Pete's background, he's come from 23 years in IT and pioneering online learning. My background's really different. I was a technophobe. I came from theatre and film and from television as well. So I'm all about communications, language, people, messaging. Pete's all about understanding the ones and zeros that make up the internet, but we both love performance. We both love connecting with people and telling stories. So that makes up the heart of what Your Fix Communications is about. So
what we're doing today, briefly recapping, just in case you've just popped in, what to do if you've lost your job. So it's a big thing. And basically what we're suggesting is you have to pivot into something virtual, and we're here to help you with ideas on how to do that, how to find a new direction and think about things get outside of your situation that you're in. And I know it's very tough for a lot of people. So we've got three very good points. So let's kick in with the first one.
Okay, so the first is, if you've been in a service, or you are still in a service-based business, but you don't know what the future of that business is going to be, how it's going to transition, this is your time to critically think about the ways that you can pivot. And you've got a great example of, say, a guy who might be somebody, we know a few people who are really quite good with WordPress as an example. Do you want to talk about that?
Yep, great example. So you're into WordPress. An idea right now obviously would be e-commerce websites. So if you know your way around setting up e-commerce websites, you could basically pivot straight into being able to do that for people right now, because that's going to be the mode, delivery of businesses. We were talking to someone about a business in Noosa yesterday in Australia. Basically, it's a shoe shop, close the doors. They've still got the shoes. They'll be allowed to trade soon. They need to get an e-commerce website up as soon as possible. That's a business that's sitting there that desperately needs your help if you can do that type of thing. So start thinking about things you can do straight away. We're going to come back to it later, but really it's about thinking of the need in the marketplace, not necessarily what you can do, but you got to match them up. So there's no point in going, I'm going to be a WordPress developer and you've never touched it. So don't do that, please.
However, just to support that point, if you have been in a business which no longer may be able to trade, or you've helped a friend out and you may have done something like you've set up a Wix website or you've done Squarespace, there is such a need for businesses to transition their business from a bricks and mortar business into an e-commerce business. And now more than ever, particularly if you have a creative bent to your personality, so you love making things look pretty, Wix and Squarespace and all of those sorts of platforms are what we call WYSIWYG platforms to develop on. What WYSIWYG means is what you see is what you get. Before I got into working with Pete and doing WordPress stuff, which I don't do all the technical stuff he does, I just do all the pretty stuff and the content. I used to build websites for people in Wix. It was another income stream that I had while I was working as a performer. And you can charge really good money for that because there are people who are just freaking out about doing their business. So if you can support them with your creativity, and that comes through to social media support, social media management, things like that really help. Obviously, WordPress is a little more complicated, and as it gets more complicated, it offers more premium features, which if you're working with a bigger client, you really want to consider. But now's a time when you can use your creative side to help many businesses. And also, in that same game, if you know you've got a bit of a social media following and you love makeup, and I mentioned this before, you love makeup, you love skincare, you love supplements, now more than ever is your time to be sharing your knowledge and expertise, to be working with wonderful people like Nikki Race-Jones and Ange McDonald, who are slamming it in the mentoring space, helping people begin their own influencer business, basically, with affiliate marketing. That's really big right now, and you have to think, as Pete mentioned before, in the market, what can people actually buy online? Because some people still have money,
yep,
and they want to spend it. I'm going crazy because I'm not buying anything right now. So if you can work with a business that can actually still supply essential products, and that includes alcohol, and that includes chocolate, and that includes supplements and skincare and toiletries, if you can partner with those people and do affiliate marketing, that takes you from being that normal service role into servicing people in a digital world. Now is your time.
Absolutely.
Sermon over, Pete.
Yeah, no, that's good. So do get in touch with us if you want to hook up. We'll send you in the right direction.
I just have to say, Tracy Lane just said, absolutely, WordPress experts are in demand.
Yep.
Watch videos online, learn. I agree.
Yeah,
JP said the love is on. It sure is, JP. By the way, JP, I am loving the video content that you're sharing in social media to help boost everybody's morale. You are brilliant. And Naz has just said yes. Naz, you're doing a great job too. I love following what you do. Okay, Pete, what's point number 2?
Okay, point number 2 is if you're an industry leader in some description, we've got a lot of intellectual knowledge that you've been building up. It may be time now, possibly you're looking at down the barrel of not being so needed anymore. It may be time to start a coaching or mentoring business. So you can package up your knowledge and start to look around for other businesses in your verticals that you've got a lot of experience with and offer your services to them, because they might be right now just really, really good at delivering their business. And what they need is someone to come in from the outside and go, here's some of the things I've learned over the years. Here's some of the ways that you could streamline what you're doing. You could offer this better to your customers. Any of the knowledge that you have that you can offer out as a mentor and coach.
Yeah, and a great example, again, I want to come back to Chef Kevin Blakeman, because he is an exceptional chef. But on the flip side, he's also done a lot of consulting, helping businesses set up. He's fantastic with streamlining processes within a professional food industry. Now, when we move from level 4 into level 3, sorry, I have an itchy nose today. When we move into level 3, that means a lot of food businesses will be allowed to open up again. And for many of those food businesses, they may not actually be able to cope with the volume of orders that they're going to get. And getting someone like Chef Kevin to consult on something like that is one of the best things you could do right now.
Yep.
Anything that you can do to streamline a business, to save a business money. This is why we talk and do these shows because we can see how people can make their digital impact so much better, and we're helping thousands and thousands of people around the world do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what we're saying really is you look around and package up your knowledge. I'm just going to pop over to show you Chef Kevin Blakeman's YouTube channel. So search on that, Chef Kevin Blakeman. He's doing fantastic. So he's cooking with Henry. And he's
fabulous and hilarious son.
It's absolutely fun. And so yeah, just whip in there, and I'll just show you this. This is his website, chefkevinblakeman.com. Absolutely amazing. So he's taken the opportunity. Look, he's just gone on and done it because he's got so much knowledge, and he's going, you know what? And he's just getting his son to help out doing the meatballs, and
they're hilarious.
Taste. It's fantastic. You should definitely watch it.
So it's good to watch, and also consider too, if you have a passion and you have something that you're really good at, you can earn money through YouTube. It does happen. We are YouTube partners. So to become an accredited partner with YouTube, you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, and you have to create content that people are looking for and get video views. It's just those two things. Yep. That's all you need to do. You need to have a certain amount of viewing minutes per month, and I think it's a minimum of, is it 20,000 viewing minutes?
20,000 viewing minutes. Which is quite a lot.
We get close to 50,000 a month.
50,000 minutes a month at the moment, yep.
It doesn't mean we're earning huge amounts of money, but it is growing. And of course, the more subscribers you have, the more viewing minutes you have. So if, for example, you're really great in food, you're wonderful with kids storytelling, that content is massive right now. And in fact, the biggest things that people are watching, if you're wanting to create a monetizable YouTube channel, food videos are massive. Anything to do with kids and education is massive. Funny animal videos. And would you believe meditation and mindset content is massive right now too. So if you have a really hypnotic voice, download some mindset tracks, create really nice videos, and it will help you become more searchable as well, and you can build up those video views and earn money that way. Now, Pete, you were talking about podcasts on that same bent the other day in one of our shows.
I was.
And you were saying podcasts are down, but something about business podcasts?
That's right. But podcasts overall are down. I think it's because basically nobody's on public transport and listening to their podcast on the way to work anymore. But business podcasts are up by 10%. So people are interested in learning about that. So that's a good point, actually. That definitely comes into number 2, is digitize your knowledge by starting your own podcast. It's really easy. Just get your phone, record yourself, upload it to YouTube, sign up to get it into iTunes, and just make sure you get a good title on it.
I agree.
Offer value. Give good value first, and just get in there and make it happen.
So a great question's just come in from Gary Brown, actually, on that same topic. He said, Grandpa Jack stories, ? Yes. Pete just was looking at an email this morning, and the biggest watch YouTube channel is called
Coco Melon Nursery Rhymes. 834,258,881 views this week. That is the top YouTube channel this week.
Yep.
Nursery Rhymes, then there's a couple of other ones, then another nursery rhyme one, a Kids Diana show, movie clips, WWE.
Wrestling.
Then Vlad and Nikita, another kids show.
Oh, yep, it's a kids show.
Reno Infantil. That's going to be a sounds like infant. It sounds like a kids show. Then Little Baby Bum Nursery Rhymes and Kids Songs.
Yeah,
that is still sitting up there at 280 million views this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so Toys and Colours, 220 million views. Baby Bus Nursery Rhymes, Lulu Kids Nursery Rhymes and Children's Songs.
Gary Brown.
Little Angels. I think you get the point.
Gary Brown just went, OMG. Yeah, Gary. Yeah.
And so, everyone, I don't know if you've heard of Ryan's World, where... okay, so...
He's a product tester, right?
Right, he's down at number 18. So
And
he
he
used
was
to be
one of the
number one.
biggest.
He was number one a couple of weeks ago. So people are interested in kids stuff because they
And
just need it on there.
Why?
Well, yeah.
Because kids are at home and they need to be babysat, and
They
parents don't want to spend all that time having to read them stories. So if you can answer that pain point and create that content and have that out there, that's a money-making opportunity right there. It takes a bit of time. You do have to have a certain amount of subscribers, and from the time that you reach the volume of subscribers and the volume of video views, it can take at least a month for you to become recognized as a YouTube partner. It took us 2 months.
2 months, yep.
But that's because everything was changing in the world
Right.
at the time. But definitely something to consider. And the most important thing that I can share with you, having because we've done it, the description in your video needs to be loaded with keywords that people are searching for. So things like nursery rhymes, children's stories needs to go into the title, and the description that you put underneath is incredibly important. Even if you're doing nursery rhymes and you've written the nursery rhymes in the description, all of those are keywords. And when you're trying to increase in your rankings in YouTube, because you are fighting with millions and millions of other people, it's those descriptions that will help you get through the rankings. We have some videos and particular topics that do rank number one.
It's brilliant.
Because of those descriptions. And we've, one of our videos has had over 120,000 views, which is still really little, but really good for us.
We're all right. Let's do a bit of a recap, Monique. What to do if you've lost your job. You need to pivot. So what we're suggesting today here is we can help out if you need to talk to people and find some direction. But number one today was service. If you have a service that you can provide, start thinking about how you can help people. And we used an example of network marketing and logistics and deliveries, or e-commerce with WordPress, anything like that to help other people get their businesses more successful right now. And number two was, if you're an industry leader and you've got a lot of knowledge, move into coaching and mentoring. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Quick
For
roundup?
anybody who has been particularly in a position of leadership within an organisation, I come back again to Chef Kevin Blakeman. Shout out to you, sharing the love. Kevin has been in a position where he has been a head chef in a hotel, and several hotels, in fact. So he can actually take that knowledge and expertise and turn that into a sellable package, particularly as we go into level 3 of lockdown. And food businesses are going to have to really refine their processes to get more food, because I think once Uber Eats opens again, they are going to be slammed. So you have to look at optimizing your processes in the kitchen, and somebody like Chef Kevin is the perfect mentor for those businesses.
Absolutely. So think about becoming a mentor. And now we get into number 3. Okay, become the hub of knowledge, bringing other people's knowledge together. So you might be an excellent networker, or you can organize virtual summits or any kind of Zoom meetings, or any way to bring other people's knowledge of industry leaders into one place and be seen as that person that can bring it all together. You might be really good at networking and you just haven't thought about doing it before. And everyone's always ringing you going, hey, do you know someone that can help me out do this? And you go, oh, yeah, sure. Okay, now is the time to monetize your networks.
Absolutely. Great example. Rachel Thompson, the Smarter Mortgage Lady, has an extensive network, not just in mortgages and finance, but she's also a professional athlete. So she has access to all sorts of personal trainers, personal development coaches. She's also a qualified yoga trainer and instructor. But the coolest thing is that she has such a well-developed network, and you can critically think about different ways that you can leverage off that network, either through cross-promotion to help build your own brand and earn revenue, or through affiliate remarketing as well. That's a massive one. Rachel's also in a prime position to work with somebody, say, like Gary Brown, who was on today's live stream, who is the... for the Orewa local board. He is the chairman of the Orewa local board, doing a virtual summit with people in real estate and through the shore, and bringing in somebody who might be in insurance as well. The 4 of them joining together and talking about, what does it mean if people can't buy property in the area? What does the local board see for the area, especially with the developments that have been going on? Things like that, having that as a public forum, or even a private forum where you charge property developers to be part of, because it's an advertising platform as well. The power of collaboration is brilliant. And then I'm going to flip to a completely different industry. JP is watching today, Jean-Philippe Janine. I hope I said that right. He is one of the world's best entertainers, and he has my heart because I'm also an entertainer, and so is Pete. We love him. Bringing together a group of entertainers doing live concerts. You can actually set up live busking hats online or PayPal, and you can put it in the link description, where you can bring together different performers from around the world who actually can't work right now, and you can set up like an online, a virtual busking hat where people can make donations and you can collectively share that income. I'm seeing people doing this all the time, and this is something we've been encouraging people to do for at least the last 5 years, and necessity is the mother of invention, right? So we're seeing people pivoting. So just because you may be in an industry which can't work right now, see, this is Le Cirque de JP. Please follow him online. His work is absolutely outstanding. And he has access to so many other performers who can band together to produce wonderful concerts online, virtual concerts, where people can still pay money, can make donations, because their livelihood's at stake right now. Gary's just said COVID-19 effects on property and marketing. Yeah, that would be a massive online forum.
Absolutely.
And what that does too is, if you're not in a position where you want to be a mentor or seen as a thought leader, this helps you move up to that space, because suddenly you're giving away value, which is helpful to other people.
Yep.
And that really kind of sums up what today's session is actually about.
Okay, so it's the value that you give, not the do that you can do. That's pretty much sums it up. Okay, so think about what that means is basically it's about selling the sizzle, not the steak. Okay, so you might be a WordPress developer, that's the steak. But right now, being able to get an e-commerce website up in 24 hours for people, that might be the sizzle. So you're going to be able to sell yourself to people going, hey, I can help with that. Or if you're a mentor and a coach, you can come in and go, look, I'm an accountant in a former life. I can come in and look at your processes to streamline your cash flow right now, to be able to get, you'll need a whole lot of stock to restock yourself. But if you haven't got the cash flow, and you're sitting there going, how am I ever going to service this when we get going to get it? Somebody, if you're the mentor, sell the ability to solve someone's problem and the value that you can give people, not just what you do.
I absolutely tautoko that. If you don't know the word tautoko, it's a Māori term for support. I 100% agree. I don't talk about in social media and I don't share on LinkedIn that I've been a social media community manager and executive. I don't talk about the fact that I assist Pete with building and developing WordPress websites. That's mechanical, and I'm not about that. What I am about is making people's lives better by helping them grow their impact in the digital world. What that does by serving value or sharing the concept of value is that I open up a conversation by triggering the intrigue part of the brain, which activates people to want to know more. How do you grow people's impact in the digital world? So our challenge to you is to, in your pivot, instead of thinking about what it is you do, reframe everything you do right now into what value do you give people? What value can you give people? How do you solve their pain point and make their lives better right now? And that is your way to move from basically surviving into thriving. On that note, Pete.
Yeah, that's good. Hello to Neil McDonald.
Oh, Neil, good to see you on the stream as well.
Doing well over in Australia.
Yeah, we love what you're doing.
People every left, right, and centre. They've got on. They're definitely using social media more to reach out and become real people on social media. I think that's one thing. If we could just slip in an extra point, is be real right now. Nobody wants a faker.
Not at all.
Be real, be honest, be upfront, and just be yourself.
Be yourself. Yep. Be your best self and give value. Now, guys, if you've taken information from today and you have loved what we've shared, all these concepts and ideas, there's two things you can do. One, we'd love you to like or share this video content to somebody else who may need a little bit of help and support or some guidance right now around these concepts. Or if you want to get in touch with us, we have a website. Or you can email me, monique@yourfixcommunications.com, and start the conversation, and I can give you a clear framework or a clear idea of how I can support you, and how we can support you with some concepts and ideas. Yep. But also, this is our website, and it gives you an overview of all the things that we do and the value we give. So if you are ready to pivot, it's a big time. Now is your time to make that change. So if you've had that burning desire to move in a new direction, see this time not as a time of challenge, but as a time of opportunity. Your time is now, and let's do this. Time for us to head away. JP's just said, love your idea of the busking concept. Indeed. You both are amazing. Thanks, JP.
Thank you.
So are you.
Awesome.
Thanks for all the great tips and the support. Why Pete got the yellow headphones, though? A good question.
I like to keep it swapping around so I know by just looking at the headphones which episode we're up to.
I love it. Elizabeth,
Elizabeth,
and Elizabeth Herr. Hi, Elizabeth. Looking forward to raving with you next week. Has just said thanks. You are welcome. Thanks for popping onto the live stream. And again, if we can help, get in touch. I'm Monique Bradley. And you are Pete Ward.
I am Pete Ward. I'm just fiddling with the tech, getting ready to close up the show. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
And
please look after yourselves and get in touch. Like we said, we're happy to have a chat over the phone or virtually, obviously. Used to be having a coffee or a wine together, but well, we can still do a virtual wine. You just let us know.
All right.
Okay, see ya.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Look after each other. Bye.
Bye.